All are happy? Welcome back to second part video of female reproductive system. Okay. In the last video, we are already talking about ovaries. Today we talk about fallopian tubes. What is that? Fallopian tubes. This fallopian tubes, or we can also call that oviducts. Okay. These oviducts are basically one pair in number. How much pair? In this side one, this side one. Yes. These are hollow muscular tubes. Okay. These are hollow muscular tubes having length 10 to 12 centimeters. Okay. If we take the next part, these are basically connects ovary to the uterus. Okay. They connects ovary to the uterus. Yes. Try to guess, my dear. It is again divisible into three parts. The first one we can call that divisible into three parts. The first one is infundibulum. Okay. The second part, if we are talking about, the second one is called ampulla. And the third part is called isthmus. Okay. Try to guess, mate. This is the first part. We can call that infundibulum. Infundibulum. Yes. This is the second part. We can call that ampulla. And this is the third part. We can call that isthmus. Okay. Let us focus about the which one? First one, that is infundibulum. It is the first part of the oviduct. It is the first part of the which duct? Oviduct. That closer to the ovary. Matlab, this is the first part of the fallopian tube which is closer to the ovary. Yes? Clear? It is a funnel self structure. You can which one? Try to guess. This is the funnel self structure. Yes? There's a funnel self structure containing a number of finger-like structure called fimbriae. Okay? It is a funnel self structure containing a number of finger-like structures called fimbriae. Yes. Try to guess. We can call that which one? Fimbriae. Yes. And this infundibulum as basically contains one small opening that is called ostium. That is called which one? Ostium. The opening of the which one? Infundibulum. Try to focus on which one? This is, try to understand. This is fallopian tube. Take an example. This is the first part. We can call that which one? Infundibulum. This is the second part. We can call that which one? Ampulla. And try to focus. This is the last part. We can call that isthmus. Take an example. Use this. Right? Here, this is which one? A number of finger-like structures. We can call that fimbriae. Yes. Try to focus, my dear, which is basically contains an opening that is called which one? Ostium. Okay. Try to focus, my dear. Let us focus. This is ovary. This is ovary. When the ovulation takes place, matlab the ovary releases the ovum, the fimbriae helps in catching this, and by the help of this ostium, it can pass through the hollow tube. Clear? 100%? Try to focus, my dear. Very interestingly, yes, ovary gives ovum by ovulation, that is catched by which one? Finger-like structure, what? Fimbriae. And when it is catched by fimbriae, it is passed to the fallopian tube by the opening that is called which one? Ostium. Yes. Let us focus about the next one. Infundibulum. It is a funnel substructure containing finger-like structure called fimbriae. Yes. The opening found in the infundibulum is called, anybody? ostium. Clear? If you take about the next part, it is a funnel-like structure. Already I told. Apart from that, it contains fimbriae. So it is also called. Fimbriated funnel. Okay. One question always asked in council exam or as well as other examinations. That is which one? Dash is known as the fimbriated funnel. The question answer is, what is that? Infundibulum, because it contains fimbriae as well as it is a which substructure? Funnel substructure. Okay, clear? If you take on the second part, that is which one? Ampulla. Take an example of this. Take an example of this part. This is which one? This one. This is which bulum? Infundibulum. Let us take on the second part. The first one is basically the middle part. It is the middle part found between infundibulum and isthmus. Okay, let us focus about the second part. Which bulum? That is ampulla. Okay, we are completing infundibulum. It is the second part or middle part of fallopian tube. It is the middle part of the fallopian tube found between infundibulum and isthmus. Okay, it is found between which one? It is next one. You know ampulla matlab it is the which one? It is the widest part. It is the widest part of which tube? Fallopian tube. It is the widest part of the fallopian tube. Yes. If we take on next one, it is the curved part. It is the curved part of the which tube? Fallopian tube. Curved. Yes. If some sort of bending is found, you can find out. It is a curved part of the which tube? Fallopian tube. Okay. If we take on the next one, at the junction of ampulla and isthmus, fertilization express. Yes. Try to focus mind in which one ovum is coming out in this way. And ovum is when it comes to which one? To the fallopian tube. In this one, which one? Sperm is coming out. Yes, sperm. The sperm, which one? The ovum is basically found at the junction of ampulla and isthmus. Here. Okay, and waits for the sperm, and when the sperm is fertilized here. Generally, the fertilization takes place at the junction of ampulla and isthmus. Okay, so which one? The next point was at the junction of ampulla and isthmus, fertilization takes place. Clear? This is the second part of the which one? Oviduct or which tube? Fallopian tube. Now we talk about the third part of the fallopian tube. If we talk about the third part of the fallopian tube, we can call that isthmus. Okay, it is the third part of fallopian tube that attached to the kernel of the uterus. Yes, you can understand this is the kernel of the uterus, and the fallopian tube, basically the isthmus part of the fallopian tube, opens to the kernel of the uterus. Yes. The third part of the fallopian tube is which was isthmus attached to the kernel of the uterus. Yes. If we take on the next one, it is the straight part. It is the straight part of the fallopian tube. You don't try to understand. This is the straight part of the fallopian tube which opens to the uterus. It is the straight part of the fallopian tube which opens to the uterus. Clear? So this is the basic fundamental about fallopian tube. Okay, this is the basic fundamental. If we take the next one, that is which tells us uterus. If we are adding another point, try to focus. cutting of the fallopian tube. If we cut the fallopian tube, we can call that tubectomy. You know tubectomy? If we cut the fallopian tube, that is called hysterectomy, tubectomy. It is a female sterilization method. Which sterilization method? Female sterilization method. Okay? Try to focus, my dear. That is cutting of the fallopian tube is called hysterectomy, tubectomy. Now we talk about the next part, that is uterus. Okay? Uterus is otherwise called or we can call that hystera. Okay, the uterus is otherwise called or you can call that hystera. Okay, it is the hollow pear set. Pear set. It is the hollow pear set. Inverted muscular structure. Yes, it is a hollow. Yes, hollow pear set. Muscular structure and inverted muscular structure. Yes, it is basically, if you take about this length, it is found between, it is a hollow pear set inverted muscular structure. It is found between urinary bladder and rectum. It is found between urinary bladder and rectum. In between them, it is basically what is found. Uterus is found. Yes. If we are talking about its length is 7.5 centimeter in length. Yes. 5 centimeter in breadth and 2.5 centimeter in thickness. Clear? Length is 7.5 centimeter. Breadth is 5 centimeter and the thickness is 2.5 centimeter. Clear? If we talk about the uterus, it is basically which one? Composed of 3 layers. Yes. The outermost layer, we can call that perimetrium. The middle muscular layer is called myometrium. And the innermost glandular layer, we can call that endometrium. Okay, that means which one? The uterus is composed of 3 layers. This is outer, this is middle layer, it is myometrium, and the inner is called endometrium. Okay, that is a glandular layer. Okay. If we take the next one, try to focus mind. In this part, one important question will ask in difference, the difference between myometrium and endometrium. Yes, if you talk about the myometrium, it is the which layer? Middle layer of the uterus. Endometrium is the which one? Inner layer of uterus. Okay. If we take about the second point, second difference, it is muscular structure. Okay, try to guess, my dear. It is a glandular structure. Okay, next one. If we take on the next one, this one, if we are talking about the myometrium, is thick. If you know which one is thick in comparison to endometrium. It is thick. Yes. And if we are talking about the endometrium, it undergoes cyclic changes. It undergoes which changes? Cyclic changes during menstrual cycle. Okay. The endometrium, this was the innermost layer, undergoes cyclic changes. Okay. In menstruation cycle, on the first to 5th day, 5th day of the menstruation cycle, you know, menstruation is a which one? 20 days cycle. Okay, it takes nearly about 28 days, and which one? In the first 5 days, the endometrium is thin. Yes. And try to guess, my dear. After that, it is slowly grows. It is basically high towards the 14th or 15th day. It's basic more thick or more thicker towards the 14th or 15th day. And try to guess, my dear, it is which one? Thick. Again, when the menstruation cycle starts in the first to 5 days, it is again thin. So it undergoes cyclic changes during the which one? Menstruation cycle. So next one, it is thick. It is not so thick. Okay, it is not so thick like myometrium. Yes. The next one, it is fixed. Its size is fixed always. That means it does not undergo cyclic changes. But endometrium undergoes cyclic changes. Always. Also, a short question is asked, which layer of the uterus undergoes cyclic change? The answer is which metrium? Endometrium. Clear? Clear? And another additional point, if I tell about when here fertilization takes place at the junction of ampulla and isthmus. Try to focus, my dear. Very interestingly, which one? This is you'll understand. This is ovum coming out. Which one? Ovary. Release the ovum by which lesson? Ovulation. It comes here. And try to focus, my dear. After copulation or sexual relation, the sperm is coming out in this way, in this way, in this way, in this way, in this one. And which one? Fertilization takes place. That means it is zygote. And this zygote, when which one slowly divide and produce morula and blastula. Yes, understand. This blastula comes to the inner to the which metrium? Endometrium. And in this endometrium, this blastula develop into a baby. Okay. And try to focus, mind, that is coming out by which birth? Baby birth. Yes, that means the complete development of the embryo to baby takes place inside the uterus. But the first one, the zygote, when develops into morula and blastula, that which one? Implantation. Matlab, the blastula is first implanted in the which metrium? Endometrium. So the next additional point is endometrium. In the endometrium, implantation of the blastula takes place. You know zygote? Zygote divide 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell. And 8 to 16 cell, try to focus, mind, we can call it, form a solid ball, we can call it morula. And this morula changes into blastula containing a cavity called blastocell. Okay, this blastula is implanted, which one? In the which metrium? Endometrium. Okay, and this blastula slowly by taking which nourishment from the which metrium? Endometrium, it becomes develop into a baby. Okay, which one? Human baby. And that is which one? It is completely from the blastula, it develops into a human baby. And this baby is completely development from embryo to baby takes place inside the uterus. Yes. So this is the basic fundamental about endometrium. Implantation, another additional point. Endometrium helps in which one? Implantation of blastula or embryo. Clear? If you take in the next part, the uterus is again divisible into 3 parts. The uterus is again divisible into how many parts? 3 parts. The first part, if you are talking about this part, we can call that fundus, uppermost part. Yes, this part, if you are talking about this part up to this, we can call that body. Or you can call that corpus. Okay, this lower part you can call that cervix. Okay, the uterus has basically divided into 3 parts. The upper part we can call it fundus. The second part or the main part of the uterus we can call that body or corpus, and the final part is called cervix. Clear? Yes. If we take on the next one, the junction between here the body. From here to here, we can call it corpus or body. Here the cervix start. This one junction, this region. The junction of the corpus and cervix is called internal os, or we can call that internal orifice. The junction of the corpus and cervix is called internal os, or we can call that internal orifice. Yes. Apart from that, you can find out another one. There is a junction found between the cervix and vagina. You know, this part is called vagina, this part. This is the last part of the uterus, you can call that cervix. And this is the junction. Cervix and vagina. We can call that external OS. Or we can call it external orifice. Clear? The junction between cervix and vagina is called external orifice or external OS. Clear? So, try to guess mind. This is the basic fundamental about the uterus. If you are adding another point, this is the cervix part. This part is cervix. The cervix enclosing a cavity, we can call that cervical canal. Okay, try to guess my mind. The cavity of the cervix or the lower part of the uterus is called which canal? Cervical canal. Yes. And try to guess my this cervical canal and this is vagina. If you combine the cervical canal and vagina, they are combined. This is vagina. This is the cervical canal and the vagina. Which one? The cavity of the vagina. We can call that birth canal. Which canal? Birth canal. Okay, let us focus on the next one. Clear? This the cavity of the cervix is called cervical canal, and if we do join the cervical combine along with vagina, we can call that birth canal. Clear? Okay, this is all about your uterus. Another additional point. The removal of basically, which one? There is basically some cancer if takes place in the uterus, we remove the uterus. If there is some inflammation takes place in the uterus, we remove the uterus. The surgical removal of the uterus. Surgical removal of the uterus is called hysterectomy. On the important short question, the removal, surgical removal of the uterus is called hysterectomy. Yes, try to focus my tomy matlab removal of uterus. Uterus is otherwise called hystera, so it is called hysterectomy. Clear? Now we talk about the next part, that is vagina. If we talk about the vagina, try to understand, my dears. This vagina is the copulatory organ in case of female. This is the copulatory organ in case of female. Yes. It is a elastic muscular tube-like structure. It is a elastic muscular which like structure, tube-like structure, measuring about 8 to 10 centimeter in length. Okay, there's an elastic muscular tube-like structure. This much. Okay, basically 8 to 10 centimeter in length. Clear? It is basically divided into two parts. This is the first part. We can call that vaginal tube. The first part, it is divided into how many parts? Two parts. One, vaginal tube. And the second one we can call it here, that is called vaginal orifice or opening. The vaginal opening. Yes, try to guess my it is divided into two parts. One is called vaginal tube and next one is called vaginal orifice or opening. Clear? So this is the basic fundamental. Yes. Try to guess my dear. The cervix or the last part of uterus is opens to the, okay, wait. The cervix opens to the vaginal tube. Okay, try to guess my. The cervix opens to the vaginal tube. Okay, whereas and the vaginal orifice opens to the vestibule. Okay, there is a depression as found in the vulva or external genitalia, that is called vestibule. Yes, it opens to the vaginal orifice opens to the vestibule. Clear? Okay, and it is this vaginal orifice, the vaginal orifice is covered by two small folds of skin called labia minora. Okay, let us focus. What is that? Which one? There is which one? The vagina is divided into how many parts? Two parts. One is called which tube? Vaginal tube. And next one, which orifice? Vaginal orifice. From the upper side, the cervix open to which tube? Vaginal tube. Now the vaginal orifice opens to the which vestibule. Open a depression, that is called which vestibule. Okay. And this vaginal orifice covered by two small fold of skin called which minora? Labia minora in the vestibule. Clear? Okay. If we take on the next part, try to understand. The vagina is basically covered by a thin membrane. You can find out here which one. The vagina is covered by a thin membrane. Thin membrane, we can call that hymen. The vagina is covered by a thin membrane, we can call that hymen. Okay? This hymen has basically a very thin membrane which break, that is basically partially opens, partially covers the which one? Vaginal orifice. Again, repeating that point. The vaginal orifice is partially covered by a membrane, a thin membrane. Okay, that is called hymen. Okay, this hymen has basically, we're talking about the next one. This hymen has basically lost by copulation or by which one? Some physical work, that is which one? It may be cycling, it may be running, it may be dancing, it is. I am just giving some questions, multiple choice questions to you of today's class. You have to answer all these questions in your comment box. Okay. The first question is, dash is known as fimbriated funnel. The options are infundiculum, isthmus, ampulla, oviduct. The second question is, fertilization occurring in which part? Options are ovary, oviduct, uterus, vagina. The removal of uterus is called dash. Two options are there. One is oophorectomy and next one is called hysterectomy. Dash layer of uterus undergoes cyclic changes. One is perimetrium option and second one is myometrium, third one is endometrium. Dash is the copulatory organ in case of female. The options are vagina, penis, uterus and ovary. The next question, thin membranous covering of vagina is called dash. Hymen, penis, skin, mucous membrane. Next question, the finger-like structure of the oviduct is called dash. Fimbriae, ostium, ampulla. Okay. And another option is ovary. Okay. The next question, the junction between corpus and cervix is called dash. Internal OS. Option A. Option B, external OS. The next question, the middle layer of uterus is called dash. Option A, perimetrium, middle is myometrium. B option is myometrium and C is endometrium. The last question, the cutting of the fallopian tube is called dash. A, tubectomy, B, vasectomy. You have to answer all these questions in the comment box. Thank you.